Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rejoice, and in this channel I post videos based on faith, lifestyle and motivation. So in my Instagram story I actually put up the ask me a question kind of thing, and this time around not a personal question, but just because we celebrated our 2 years anniversary at Fabulous Ladies Foundation on Sunday, and so I put it up, ask me a question about Fabulous Ladies Foundation. So today it's not about me, but it's about us, right? Alright guys, let's get right to this video. You're welcome back. The first question I got is, tell us more about Fabulous Ladies. I don't get it. Fabulous Ladies or Fabulous Ladies Foundation? More about Fabulous Ladies is that Fabulous Ladies are, they're amazing, they're awesome. But I get you. I think you actually mean tell us more about Fabulous Ladies Foundation. Okay, Fabulous Ladies Foundation is a group of Christian ladies where we just come together to encourage each other, like, pray for each other. And our vision is raising a fulfilled lady. This is what we are actually aim at. This is what we aim at doing, raising a fulfilled lady. And we know that we cannot do this on our own. We need our sister. So Fabulous Ladies Foundation is a sisterhood in Christ, where we come together, encourage each other, pray for each other. We invite speakers to speak to us, people higher than us. We are young ladies, right? And so we even need people who have gone through this journey to come and, like, this is experience is the best teacher. I don't know about that, but I feel like they have gone through this journey, and so we also need them in our lives, just like Naomi and Ruth. So yeah, we invite speakers to speak to us, and we're just there. Fabulous Ladies Foundation, aside that, is also a, like you have heard, foundation. We also do community services, like helping the less privileged, going to orphanage and all of that. Yeah. Next question I got. This person said, what are some of the challenges you have faced doing ministry? A lot of challenges, but it's said some, so let me just mention. One of the challenges I always face, I feel like these challenges will not go, like they will not stop. Not like they will not go, they will not stop, because they'll keep coming. Even as we continue to grow, I feel like the challenges become bigger, but in as much as we have passed through that stage, like, we become stronger for this journey. And so one of the challenges I actually have faced doing this is, most times I feel like I'm alone. Yes, I have team members. Shout out to my team members. They are amazing people. But I feel like when you have the burden, there is still, when you're the one carrying this vision, there's still this burden that you have, even if you have people around you. And so even it gets to a point in my life when I feel like I'm alone, right? Aside that, I face challenge. One of the challenges I face is doing ministry and going to school, guys. That is, I don't even want to go there, because that's one of the big challenges I'm facing, like trying to balance my life, my personal life, trying to balance school, trying to balance everything. But yeah, it's just as I said, having team members is very important. They just help like God. I'm so grateful for all of them. They just help me. But yeah, I still face that challenge of trying to balance school with ministry, my personal life, and all of that. Another challenge I've faced is friends turning enemies. I'm telling you the truth. Like, most of the persons I started with are not the persons I'm with now. People will just be people, right? People will just be people. A lot of times it hurts to see that somebody you expected to be in your life, somebody that you felt like this is a ride or die, somebody you felt like, oh, I'm so grateful for this person, like you're already picturing the future with this person. Again, my boy is right. I'm talking about sisterhood now. So most times people will just go, people will just change, and that is like one of the challenges I'm like I always face, having people who I felt like will be here forever, just changing, just going. And so I just know that one of the things that keeps me going is that people will come, people will go, but that should not even make us give up. If you're into ministry, this should not make you give up. The truth is that people will go, people will come, but that should not, if anything you're doing should not be tied to anybody. You should know that this is your assignment, and not everybody is your assignment. Most times your friends are not even your assignment. Like that's like the shocking part of all this. Your friends might not be your assignment, and so a lot of them might even leave when you start working in your assignment. Yeah. What other challenge have I faced? Let me tell you one. One of the challenges, but now I feel like this challenge I'm about to mention now, I don't look at it anymore as a challenge. And this challenge is having, like, we have a group, right? And when people are not like responding to you the way you want, when you're just having low response in a group of happening on like so many people, you're just having like one or two people responding and all of that. Most times it's really challenging, right? But I've trained myself so well with the help of the Holy Spirit not to allow that to weigh me down. Right now, even if I send a message and nobody responds, I'm like, okay, good, they have seen it. So it's still so challenging because a lot of times we want to get feedback from people, and so when they're not giving that feedback, so like, oh, am I sure am I sure I'm doing what God sent me to do? I've been in that situation a lot of times when I'm like questioning what I'm doing. I'm like, God, are you sure I'm not doing this on my own? I don't even understand. I felt like I should have people who will like always give me feedback for me to know that this is what, like, I'm doing what God asked me to do. But God taught me that I should not always focus on the results, because a lot of times when we focus on the results, it makes us miss what God wants us to do. And so you're saying that you're not seeing results, and you're like, the thing is already weighing you down. You're like, maybe you should just stop. You're just wanting to give up. But God taught me not to always focus on the result. He taught me to just focus on what He has called me to do, forgetting about the result. I know the result is important. I mean, it's important that you should always pray for that, right? But I don't have to always focus. I don't have to focus on the results more than I focus on the assignment. Yeah. So the next question, this person said, who is your mentor when it comes to ministry and everything? Alright, so I feel like we have direct and indirect mentors. Like, you can just look up to people, or do they call that role model? Yeah, maybe. Okay, but I have a mentor, and shout out to Mrs. Marcia Cole. She has been mentoring me, like, when it comes to my ministry, guys. In fact, where you see us today, most of it, she gives the best advice. I'm telling you the truth, like, I'm so grateful for her. So grateful. I felt like, I just always feel like God just directed her my way. That's why I feel like I'm so grateful for her. Yeah. The next question, somebody said, when and how did you start? Okay, I started ministry at 17, when I was 17 years old. And yeah, you should know my age now. I'm 19. Actually, I've been hiding my age, but I don't know if I can even hide it here. But anyways, whatever. But I'm saying but too much now. I started ministry when I was 17 plus. That was in 2020. And how I started is like a very casual way. Let me just make it known to you that I never knew that what I was doing was ministry. If I have ever known that what I was getting into was ministry, I will not. I feel like most times I'm like, God, I want to say, God, you have sense, but yeah, I know God, like, let's not even get there. I'm not talking to a human. So I feel like God knows us, and He knows how to get us. When I started this thing, I never knew that it was ministry. It's when I kept going, I was just understanding what ministry is all about. And you just see people coming to tell you, oh, your ministry. But I'm like, which ministry, guys? I only had in mind to just open a place where ladies will just feel free like where we just discuss, and of course I knew that the God factor would be there because I was not going to do anything outside God. I knew that we'll be sharing the word there, but I never knew it was ministry. And so how it started, what actually motivated the starting was a movie, and that movie was not even a Christian movie. I just saw where humans, like women, were being violated of their rights, and that has been my passion right from when I was little. I just hate to see when women are being humiliated and all of that. And so the movie I watched just triggered me to, like, I just sent a message to some of my female friends, and I'm like, I want to create a group for only ladies. Would you like to join? Let me know, blah 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 blah. And as I started with just few numbers, like a lot of persons there today, I don't even know them from anywhere aside we connecting through the group. And here we are today. Yeah. Next question is, why is it named Fabulous Ladies Foundation? Okay, let me come back to what I said, that most times God just does his own thing, his own way. I never in mind had this name. Like, the day I started, I remember my sister was there with me, and I was like, what will I name this? What will I name this group? What will I name this group? And what came into my mind was Fabulous Ladies Foundation. I put it down. What would be the vision? What came into my mind was raising a fulfilled lady. I put it down. Guys, I do not do, I want to really say that we all have different experience, right? And so even at the beginning, a lot of person made me feel like, because of how it started, that God wasn't the person that told me to start. And humanly speaking, you will also feel that way, because I felt that way at some point. I was trying to recall, people will tell you, I fasted for this, I prayed for how many hours, and God showed me in the dream that this is the name. God showed me in the dream and that this is the thing. And for me, it was not all of that. It was just as if it was all of my mind telling me. I don't know if my heart was even one of it. And you understand that the mind most times might not be true. But anyways, it started anyhow, and yes, that's how the name came about. It's not like anything. It was not like an inspiration or whatsoever. It just came to my mind. And one of the things that actually kept me going was browsing the name later on. When I started thinking, I had a lot of feelings that, are you sure God told you to do this? And so I had to start browsing. I would just tell God, if this is you, let me not see any other thing like Fabulous Lady Foundation online. And the thing is that before I even put that name down, I did not check online to see if any other people had answered that name or something like that. So most times when I just have that feeling of, are you sure God told you to do this thing? I'll be like, okay, let me just check online and see if there's any other group name that, and I'll just check. I will see Fabulous Ladies this, Fabulous Ladies that, but I never saw anything like Fabulous Ladies Foundation. I was like, okay. The feeling will come again. I'll be like, let me check the vision, if there's any group that has it, and I did not see. And at some point, I just started getting some confirmation, like, just keep going, even if most times it doesn't look like God sends you, because most times it does not. When you're having those difficult times, it does not even look like God sent you. But I just had this, like, there was just something that could not allow me stop. That's it. So the last question for today, this video is already more than I wanted. The last question for today is, what are some words that motivate you to keep going? What are some words that motivate me to keep going? The first statement that always motivates me to keep going is when God tells me, I'm so proud of you. Like, that alone, even when I tell you times I don't get all the people will not always clap for you, guys. If you're depending on people clapping for you, you might not even do what you're called to do. People will not always clap for you. And so what happens if your motivation is people, if your motivation is like people like clapping for you, cheering you up, what will happen when they're not doing that? And so that's not even one of my motivation. I can do it like even if nobody is telling me keep going, even if I'm down sharp. When I just hear God saying, rejoice, I'm so proud of you, keep going, that alone motivates me. And yes, another thing that motivates me to keep going is when I remember my unborn children, I'm like, I want to be that mom that their like her children will be so proud of. Like, I'm so proud of you, mom, and look up to you and all of that. So another thing that motivates me are my unborn children. Yeah. All right. I don't know if I've answered what I can answer, but I've answered the question. I think I answered like 5 questions, right? Yeah. So that's enough for today. This video is already longer than I expected. Thank you so much. And with time, you will know more about Fabulous Ladies Foundation. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Click the notification button so as to get notifications to whenever I post new videos. God bless you. Before I even go, hold on. Go to Instagram, search for Fabulous Ladies Foundation. Make sure you're following us. Search for our page on Facebook, the same name. Make sure you're following us. You're welcome. If you're a Christian lady, you're highly welcome to join us in our WhatsApp forum. You're highly welcome. Thank you. Bye. I love you all. And greetings from all of us at Fabulous Ladies Foundation. On their behalf, I'm greeting all of you. Yeah.